Hi Sagittarius, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing well. For all my Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering March 21st till the 27th. And this week, guys, on the 21st, we have Mercury in Pisces conjuncting Jupiter in Pisces. And then on the same day, Mars in Aquarius sextiling Chiron in Aries. So this is going to be a really important day. You make sure you keep your mind in check. You should always keep your mind in check, but especially around this time, because what you're thinking and speaking is expanding, it's growing. So if you start to catch yourself having negative thoughts or get into fears and doubts, which is normal, it happens to all of us, just don't think of like, okay, let me stop thinking this. Just replace those negative thoughts with more positive thoughts, like whatever makes you happy, like puppies, chocolate, butterflies, flowers, whatever like brings you happy thoughts and makes you smile. Replace those negative thoughts with more positive, uplifting things, or replace your nightmares with dreams, things you aspire to have or become. And the more you do that, the more you practice it, the better it's gonna get easier over time. It's gonna become more automatic, and you're gonna be able to bounce back very quick. It's gonna take some time, right? It's not gonna be something that you just like do right away, but the more you practice, the better it's gonna be, the easier it's gonna be to you, like second nature. And then you'll always be able to bounce back and stay more consistently in that good vibe energy that you want to be in. Okay. All right. And then on the 26th, we have Mercury squaring Lilith and Mercury sextiling Pluto. So learning how to deal with and face our shadow. And by doing so, having the opportunity to transform and make changes for ourselves in our own terms, instead of having outside external things force us or make us change out of our will. So the sooner you can face your shadows, and by facing your shadows, things that you're scared of or you don't want to face or you don't want to look at, you learn more about yourself than when you're just sticking with what's comfortable and what makes you happy. You learn a lot more about yourself. And if you can do what's hard and make certain changes in your life your own way, on your terms, it's a lot easier to navigate than when you get put in a position and someone forces you to do it, because usually it's not that fun. It's not that pretty, as opposed to you do it yourself. So if there are certain things in your life that you need to change, now's the time to do it your way while you still have a chance, than when it's too late and then someone else is forcing you, or like external things are forcing you and you have no choice. Okay. And then on the 27th, we have Mercury moving into Aries. So this is bringing faster, quicker thinking and speaking and communicating in a more passionate, fiery way, which I think you guys will probably like or you'll vibe with, because it's your fellow fire sign. Okay. All right, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards, okay? All right, so my beautiful Sagittarians, when it comes to your health, I feel like here you're receiving love and support, maybe through another friend or another resource, another person, maybe, someone to talk to, shoulder to vent to, or a crush or someone in your life. It just feels like you're receiving love and support. Maybe someone is helping you with certain health goals or food, diet, exercise. Maybe you have a gym buddy, a gym partner, or a trainer that's kind of helping you or giving you a few extra pointers or giving you some extra time than they actually need to, just because they like you and want to see you thriving. You could be getting, some free treatment, or someone invites you out somewhere or gives you like a, hey, try this free pass or a trial for something. But in some way, shape, or form, you're receiving love and support that's going to help you with your health. It could be your physical health, your mental health, how you feel emotionally, spiritually. And maybe for a lot of you, what makes you feel good is just spending time with someone you love, someone you care about, like a friend, a family member, a pet, a loved one, and that kind of puts you in a better place. So this week, it's really important for you to take care of your emotional health, your internal world, how you feel emotionally, because a lot of times, most of the times, it affects how you feel physically. So make sure you're taking care of your emotions and you're doing your best to nurture yourself, and make sure you're good inside, so that outside just kind of falls in line. And stay hydrated. Drink lots of water, especially if you live in like a desert, dry, hot area, even cold area as well. So stay hydrated, okay? And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, it feels like maybe you could be feeling very defensive, or you may feel like you're under attack, or like some people are giving you a hard time, or maybe someone's trying to take your position or is trying to make you look bad or talk bad about you possibly. Or you maybe feel like you have a lot of haters, possibly. There could be some haters, or you feel like you got to stand up for your beliefs or fight for your position or stand up to a mean or rude boss, CEO, or coworkers or people at school. Whatever the case is, you may be receiving some opposition, and so you feel kind of defensive, or you have to like, you know, kind of fight or kind of protect yourself a little bit more than usual. Maybe this is coming from like other fire signs or people who are kind of competing, or maybe it's like you're not even like feeling like that, like you're not in any kind of competitive mode, but other people may feel very maybe jealous or competitive towards you because they want what you have, or they want your position, or they are jealous because like, oh, what does Sagittarius have? Why can I have that? So people may feel kind of like competitive with you, and you don't understand. You're like, what? Like, why are you competing with me? Like, I don't think like that. And they just may be wanting what you have, and that could be why they're like giving you a hard time. Maybe they're trying to get you out of your element, or like test you, provoke you. So don't give them that satisfaction, okay? Treat haters with love. Send them white light, and let them be. It can be hard though. It can be hard. Sometimes people need to get put in their place, but you know, balance. All right, so when it comes to your love relationships and dating, on your side here, we have the Page of Swords, the Sun, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so some of you could have Leo somewhere in your chart, okay? And then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have the Hierophant, Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. All right, so as far as who you could be dealing with, well, it definitely could be a Taurus, or another earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, but out of the earth signs, probably more so Taurus energy, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out, or maybe they're a mixed match, like a Taurus Sun, Aquarius Moon, or something. Could be a mixed match, but it could be any sign. Doesn't matter. Okay, so what's going on here? I kind of feel like it's you guys are both kind of like holding back in some way, shape, or form. And not because you don't like each other, but because of like fear, like, oh, I don't want to be the first one to open up. I don't want to be too vulnerable. Like, I'm gonna wait for them. I want them to open up. No, I want them to open up first. Like, you guys both like each other, but you're both maybe kind of a little bit scared, or kind of waiting on each other to act or to make your move in some kind of way. Maybe this can, whether you're single or you're dating this person already, or you're in a relationship, it's like maybe just that level of like deepening the connection or opening up. Both of you are a little bit holding back. And it's weird because it feels like as soon as when one person maybe is busy at work or doing things or at school, like the other person starts like acting kind of funny. And then when the other person is busy, the other person starts acting funny. It's like you guys switch turns. It's never like both of you at the same time, like feeling good. It's always like one or the other. I don't know how to explain it, but maybe you'll get what I'm saying if this is your situation. So I feel like this is someone who's maybe spiritual, or they're trying to be more spiritual or learning to be more spiritual. They could be someone who's more traditional as well. Like maybe they grew up religious, or they're more of like a traditional type of man or woman. Maybe they believe or they want marriage, kids, or they have their own definition of like, you know, their future, what they want. But maybe their view of things, of life, is changing, and maybe view about marriage, kids. And I feel like strong values, character, personality, like that's maybe very important to them, or that's becoming more important to them. And I feel like this is someone who likes to do the right thing. Like they like to do things for the right reasons and do things the right way. Maybe they weren't always like that, but I feel like now they're trying to be better, be a better person, and go through certain changes, and maybe change their view of tradition, of family, marriage, kids, or whatever, stuff like that. And I feel like this is someone who is very serious about what they have going on, or is making certain changes in their life to reflect the kind of lifestyle, the kind of reality that they want to live. I think that you're kind of curious, or you've been kind of like, you know, looking behind closed doors, or trying to check on them, or trying to get more information, but you're doing it quietly, like behind closed doors. Like I'm seeing like when this person maybe is at work or busy, you may sometimes kind of doubt or question, like, are they actually busy? Are they actually working? Or is it just an excuse? Or are they just, not talking to me because they're messing around with someone else? And you start kind of like getting paranoid maybe a little bit. And maybe you have every right to be paranoid because of maybe things that have happened to you in the past. But I feel like, honestly, when this person says they're busy or they're at work or doing something, it's because they really are busy or they are at a meeting or something. But, it's normal sometimes, we have some trauma or things from the past. We can get paranoid, but don't let your paranoia like get the best of you. Don't let it like, jinx you or sabotage a good thing. Because then when they're open or they're busy or when they're available, but maybe you're busy, you have other things going on, then they start to question as well, like, oh, like, how come whenever, I'm not busy, they're busy, or when I'm busy, they're busy. We're never like not busy at the same time. One of us always has something going on. And maybe it's like legit, right? You just have different kind of schedules. I feel like you are someone who naturally gets a lot of attention. You turn a lot of heads, or maybe you're very attractive, very magnetic, very alluring, and people feel drawn to you, or you have a very happy, bubbly spirit. So you tend to attract a lot of people. And because you receive a lot of attention like that, and maybe it's not like asked for attention, maybe it's like unwanted attention, but you sometimes may think that this person also receives that kind of attention as well, because when you like someone, you think that everyone likes them as much as you like them. But you are like, the attention you want is not from other people, it's from this person, and let's say you are a very attractive person, man or woman, doesn't matter. Sometimes people may get the wrong impression and they think like, oh, because she's pretty or he's hot, that, oh, they must have so many people on them. But that's not always the case, right? Because you may be very picky or very like, maybe you don't give your love and attention out there like that, but sometimes people get the wrong impression. That may be something that you deal with sometimes. And because you're so nice and bubbly and happy, maybe this person starts to get the wrong impression as well, but in your heart that's not the case. And so sometimes they may have doubts because this person is very stubborn, or like they need stability, they need consistency. They don't like iffy, 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of energy. And when things are good with you guys, I feel like they're really good. But sometimes they have doubts, and then you have doubts, and then if you both have doubts, it can make things unstable. And this person's fear is instability. They need stability. They need consistency. That's what makes them feel comfortable. Okay, and then you emotionally start to feel confused or get mixed feelings, kind of like, have some uncertainty or not know what you're really feeling, or if this is real, or if what I want to do. You may sometimes feel one way and then the next you switch. You're like, I don't know why I'm like that, I just am. But I feel like this person may call you out, Sagittarius, okay? Just a little warning, FYI. I feel like they may call you out, be like, what is wrong with you, Sagittarius? Like, what is your deal? Why are you acting like this? Why are you acting so weird? Like, can you just be straight, like direct with me? I feel like they're more of the more like logical, straight to the direct to the point type of personality. And you're more like the feeler, lighthearted energy, but they're more serious. So they may call you out and maybe be like, hey, can we just sit down and have a conversation? Like, what's going on? Like, I didn't know what is this? I don't want to be confused. I want us both to be on the same page. So as long as you guys can be on the same page and talk about things and not be afraid, like, don't hold back. If you want someone to be honest with you, you gotta be honest. If you want someone to give you their whole heart, be 110%, you gotta give also 110%. And I know that's scary, it's frightening, but I feel like both of you like each other, both of you want something to work, but both of you are hesitating. You're like kind of both holding back a little bit, kind of waiting for the other. But if you both do it at the same time, it could be magical, it could be beautiful. So I do feel like this person may call you out, may get a little bit, not like mad, but they may just be like, what's your deal? What's going on? Like, why are you acting like that? And you may have to give them some answers. So, don't, they may feel like, oh, you're giving me mixed signals. Like, sometimes I don't know how you feel. And you're like, no, that's not true. I don't know how you feel. You're confusing me. Be like, well, I feel like they want some clarity from you. So both of you may have a conversation where they're like, what's your deal? What's going on? What are we doing? Like, why are you acting funny? And then you guys may end up just being laughing at the end. But let's continue on in the extended. Let's see where this person's energy is at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and also your advice, okay? So we'll continue on in the extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.